Hey everybody, what's going on? It's Nico from Nico's Auto Detailing, back again here with another video. In today's video, I am going to be doing a video on my mobile detailing setup. People have been asking like, hey bro, show me your setup, I want to see what you got. So here we are. Today I will be doing that. I'm going to be getting in there and like moving some things around so I can show you guys up close. Not much going on there. Got plenty of room in there still for more shit. So, by the way, if you're new to the channel, thanks for tuning in. I appreciate it. Here on my channel, I am literally just documenting my journey on growing my detailing business. I am new to business, and I am also new to the auto detailing world. So I just wanted to document it, and so that you and I can see myself grow, and we can communicate here, give each other tips, learn from each other, and make shit happen. Be happy, right? My setup is super basic, as you can tell. I got exactly what you need to clean a car inside and out. Super simple, and then maybe some little extras and stuff like that, like in here, right? And just to clarify, you don't need all the fancy gear and equipment to get started. Please, if you're thinking about investing in your own business, your own mobile detailing setup, right, and you only have a little bit of money, dude, you can do it. Lunch, school's out. I don't know if you guys can hear that bell, but anyway. So back to what I was saying. So if you want to get into your business, your mobile detailing business, don't go crazy when you first start. There's something where I fucked up, and now I'm 8 months into my journey, and I can see where I could have saved a lot more money. I think my whole setup probably cost me like 3,500 bucks, $4,000, because you got to remember, you buy the equipment, you buy the tank, your vacuum, your generator, you buy all this shit, and then you forget about your chemicals, and that's where it gets super pricey, because there's a bunch of shit out there that's all fancy, and get your fancy foam guns and all that stuff, and like, trust me, it racks up super fucking quick. Just start off with the basics, seriously. Test the waters, just get your feet wet, see what you're gonna do before you fully commit and invest all this other money in your businesses, or I'm sorry, in your business license and insurance. Before you dive into that, like, go out there, dude, spend a little bit of cash, go and wash some cars, test the waters, maybe do it a weekend thing, or a full-time thing. I'm not recommending that, but you can do whatever the fuck you want. So super simple, super basic. Let's get into it. All right, so right off the bat, 6.5 foot truck bed fits everything I need. So I got my Ryobi, I think it's like, what is it, 212cc. Nice. Barely paid attention to that. Anyway, I bought this thing brand fucking new off of OfferUp, or the Let Go app, right? 300 bucks brand new at Home Depot plus tax. Fucking hopped online, found it for 200 bucks. I think I offered them like 180. Bam, been great to me. You don't need this big one. I actually started off with an electric one, and that actually went out pretty quick. And I think it was because I have a gravity fed system, and this used to actually be on the ground, and obviously I had more pressure. But now I want to be a little more discreet. I got this topper on, and I kind of lose that pressure by having it sitting in here, so, but it works really well for what I'm doing, So this is my pressure washer, not too crazy. It's chilling here. I actually just recently put it in here, and I left it on this frame for another reason, was because sometimes when my gravity fed system, I don't have enough pressure, I just go ahead and take it out and drop it down there. If it was just the motor mounted in here, which looks nice, it's more space and stuff, but you could run into that situation like I did, and you just want to leave it on the frame, because I can always bust that out and just wheel it around and use it somewhere else. I don't have to, it's not fully committed to my truck, right? So there's that comes with the, I think that's just the stock hose that it came with, and the gun. It's done me great. It's got to be like 50-75 feet. It works great for me. Now that Now that it is winter here in Las Vegas, I will say this hose, the way I have it rolled up like this, in this weather, it is hard to unroll. It's all slinkied up, it's very stiff, you know, and it's just like, it's kind of in the way, and it's not as quick and efficient to set up, but it's simple, basic. I didn't spend any extra money on it. It came with the pressure washer. I've been using it. It's made me lots of money. So, like I said, stick to the basics. But definitely will be upgrading that here pretty soon. All right, so now that we're done with the pressure washer, let's move on. Always gotta have gas with you. Always, always. I got my Rigid, I think it's a 3-gallon vacuum. $50 at Home Depot. This thing was pretty sweet. It hasn't failed me. Obviously it's a wet vac as well. I use it all the time. Super great, best investment. $50 wasn't bad. I'm sure I could have found one online cheaper, maybe Facebook Marketplace or the OfferUp or whatever, but $50 got it done. Reliable, warranty, can always return it if anything. So boom. Over here got a little hamper for all my rags. Got my 2 buckets, you know, do the 2-bucket method. I don't need wheels on it. I don't need all the fancy shit. I got the stock hose for this. It does the job. I will say, when you get your vacuum, one of the first things you should do is actually invest in the longer extension piece right here. This is perfect for getting in between the seats by seat belts, because this, you know, this is just not doing it. So there's something I learned. Get that and get it soon, because it'll save you a lot of time, a lot of hassle. You don't want to be working on a car with this hose and car comes out great, everything, but you can't get in between the seats really good, and the customer sees that and then they complain, and then they just feel like the whole car wash was shit. So, you know, there's something to do. All right, so next, I have a 50-gallon water tote. What I got in there? I got like 25, a little over 25 gallons, 26 gallons. This little tank right here, this little loaf, this thing's fucking awesome. I used to have a 100-gallon tank. I recently downsized to a 50 because the season has changed. There's less cars coming in, but also I wanted this topper, this sweet thing that came with my truck. It didn't fit with my 100-gallon, so I downsized so that this would fit and people wouldn't be stealing shit out of the back of my truck, you know, because it's a pain in the ass to unload and load all the time. And it just made sense to put this thing on and kind of just be discreet, and it fits in here perfect. I can do 2 to 3 cars depending on the size, or one full-size truck and just use like, I don't know, 30, 40 gallons. And so far I've ran it down to like 10 gallons and the pressure is still pretty good. So I definitely like that tank. I did get that brand new. And I actually bought that at Clean Mart, which is a local store here in Las Vegas. Totally recommend it. They're the shit. They're always hooking it up, and they got a lot of good shit, a lot of commercial grade stuff. So now we'll go ahead and get into here. I got all the basics, right? Got my brushes to clean tires, deep clean the rims, got a 100-footer extension cord along with the 25. I use this thing more than anything, the hundo footer. And I just slap, where's that splitter? Slap the splitter on there, just have the steamer going and have the vacuum going. I got super basic chemicals. I honestly, you don't need to go all crazy when you get your foam cannon, by the way. That was another thing I did. When I first started, as I said, don't go overboard, get the basics, you know, spend the bare minimum to get started so that you can make money, right? I didn't do that, so that's why I'm, you know, speaking from experience here. I bought a $65 foam cannon, and honestly, you have to maintain these, and it's good too, but when you spend that and you have to maintain it and it fucks up or it breaks or just something happens, it's like you spent $65-70 on a foam cannon. And to be honest with you, just like a lot of the soaps, like all the name brands and like all the off brands, they do the same fucking thing at the end of the day, just my opinion. So foam cannons, you know, I think I bought this at O'Reilly's for like 25-30 bucks. I've gone through 2 of them in the last 8 months. You know, shit happens, and that's why you don't want to spend so much. And they're still good quality. Like this is built well. This one feels way better than my $65 one. So, you know. Also, you know, you just got your basic spray bottles for your basic chemicals, right? When you're like shampooing and stuff, you got your like your bug removers, your detailer sprays, you know, your interior fresheners, your conditioner, what did I say, degreaser, and then your soap, right? You don't need all the fancy shit. This thing is fucking awesome, by the way. This right here. I think I spent like, I don't know, 15 bucks at AutoZone. This one, I was using this one, it was much bigger. It's a little rougher, it gets in the rims, but you don't want to scratch rims. This one right here, so fucking soft. So, you know, I just got all the basics, just the basic shit. You don't need much. One tote, can carry it all, boom. Next, let me actually slide this out of the way. Real quick, I might as well get into this. So this basket right here, this is a basket of just all the randoms. You know, I got my drills in there for when I'm shampooing and I just want to, you know, obviously I got my brushes, get in there, drill, spray everything. Just basically, this is like the miscellaneous, batteries, chargers, soaps, my compounds, my polishes. I just kind of keep everything in here for when I'm doing like bigger jobs. Right, nothing too fancy, just a little crate. By the way, this soap, fucking amazing. It foams so good. It's a great degreaser when you're about to do like paint correction or something in clay bar. This is fucking awesome. So super simple, like I said. Next, you know, I didn't have to buy this, but I did. And I mean, out here in Vegas, during summertime, like, the car dries practically instantly, even under shade. But winter, when it's cold and the water doesn't dry or run off, this blower comes in handy. Seriously, I think I paid like $100 for it at Home Depot. It's fucking crushing it. This thing's awesome. Literally, don't even have to fully dry it. You just blast off majority of the water, and then you know, then you just go over it and dry it with some microfibers or something like that. So this thing was a cool tool. I'm sure you can buy it used. I just bought the battery pack one because it's, you know, you just kind of want to be quiet some days when you're in, you know, nice neighborhoods early in the morning. You don't want to make too much noise. So, you know, that's another reason why, now getting into this, that's another reason why I got this generator. It's much quieter. For the reason I just said, when you're in like nice neighborhoods, you don't want to piss off anyone. Just crank this bitch on, and you know, and she just humps, which I'll actually bust it out. This thing is super sweet. So I've owned 2 of these. I used the last one to power my RV. Fucking worked amazing. Did the furnace, did all that stuff. But now I'm using it way more consistent. That one was for camping. This one I use all the time. When you don't have power and you're in a parking lot like this thing works fucking perfect, literally. Got 2 outlets, plug your USB in there. You could sync these. It literally does everything I need to. Now, it won't run my steamer and my vacuum on at the same time because that steamer really pulls, but it's like, it does the job and it's quiet. And also, let me go ahead and bust my steamer out. Let's see, where we at? Stanley. Just go ahead and set this here real quick. So if you don't recognize this, this is a little $120 steamer from Harbor Freight. This thing has been a huge lifesaver. Got it all kind of wrapped up. I'll unwrap it so you can kind of see it better. Boom. Right? You don't need this thing right away. Like I said, you're starting off cheap. But instead of burning through a lot of chemicals, in my opinion, because you have to be careful you don't dilute your chemicals properly, you're going to stain and put like run stains on like people's doors, on the plastic when it's all gunked inside. You know, you go spray that, you get a little, you know, runs, and then it stains that. This, you have to be careful too, but you know, you're not, it's water, it's steamed water. Stay a distance, you know, steam the doors, get the cup holders, literally get in there with the brush, wipe it. Steam is cleaning and fucking murdering all fucking bacteria. So that's what I love about it. It makes my job way easier. This and a couple microfibers, ta-da, call it a day. But yeah, guys, so overall, this is my setup, literally. You can get a way cheaper generator online for like $100, right? Maybe another 100, 150, right? $50, right? Basic chemicals, you can go anywhere. Walmart, AutoZone, you can go to your local, I don't know, auto car wash shop. There's so many places. Just Google it. You can buy a lot of this stuff used. And your water tank. Generator, water tank, most expensive things, right? That's gonna be your biggest investment. But it's gonna be totally worth it. It's gonna be way, way worth it. So, like I said, you don't need to purchase and go all out. You can get a way cheaper one, $100. Same thing with this. You can get an electric one, especially if you're starting out, because you don't know how much you're gonna actually be detailing. But if electric works for you, some people detail out of a car, some people have a way smaller truck. This thing is perfect. This tank is perfect too. So even if you do have a car, take your back seats out, bam. If you really want to get out there and work for yourself, you'll make it happen. All right, guys. So that's really it. That's really it. My setup is super simple. There's not a whole lot going on here, right? Miscellaneous. Got my power, gas, pressure washer, way more reliable, by the way. Water. Like, I bring my own water and my own power, and I can detail a car in a parking lot like this and not miss out on any money. So definitely worth the investment. Worth the investment. I spent way more. You guys don't need to spend that much. Seriously, please learn from my mistakes. If you're gonna start a mobile detailing business, you're thinking about it, do it with the bare minimum, make some money, and just use that money towards better equipment in the future. But in the meantime, you can get by. Once you hit, then eventually when you have this good stuff, then and also another thing too, you don't need a big fancy truck to get shit popping and starting off to do your mobile detail business. Like, seriously, I see people with I've seen a Prius with a small tank like that in the back, and they have an electric pressure washer. Like, dude, they're doing it, and they're probably saving way more money, and thus in the future they can invest way more money too. So you don't need all this fancy bougie shit. Basics to get by. All right, guys, I really hope you enjoyed this video. If there's any questions that you have, if you want me to, like, I don't know, I can do reviews on each individual thing in the future. If you request it, comment down below, let me know. I hope this helped you. I hope this helped you. It can really, you can benefit from it if you listen and just don't drop all this money into a business that you're not sure about. Just get out there and try it. Do it. See what happens. I support you, man. So thanks again, guys. Really appreciate it. If you liked it, please subscribe, comment. I already said like, right? Like, subscribe, comment. You guys know the deal. Thanks again. Nico's Auto Detailing, and I will see you guys in the next video.